Anywhere Fitness with April. Thank you for coming and working out with me today. I love it. I love that we're going to be working shoulders and core today. Emphasis mainly in shoulders. A lot of shoulder work today. We will incorporate a little bit of legs, which I know we all love, and stabilize in legs and have our arms working as we are just isometrically working those legs. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to be working on form today and making sure that we're hitting those shoulders without putting a lot of intensity through your traps, through that upper back and into the neck. So we're just going to kind of make sure that our shoulders get settled down and that we can just really isolate as much as we can in the shoulders. All right, so let's get started. I'm going to take our legs a little bit wider than hip distance. I'm going to start an arm circle and a squat at the same time right here. So we're going to be working with planks, and we're going to have that mat on the floor, working down, and we're going to reverse right here. I also have a moderate set of weight, so not my heaviest and not my lightest. So I went right in between. Last one here, I'm going to have those arms come out. I'm going to drop the hips and start circling those arms. So I have an 8-pound set of weight. Now, if you're not sure, just grab a couple different sets if you have them and work as much as you can through that heavier set first, and then reverse those arms, and then switch out those weights if needed. All right, so that chest is up, those abs are in. Got those knees opened out. 4, 3, 2. Now those arms are going to come in, thumbs up, back, thumbs down. Squeeze as you come in. Think of that intensity as you press back out, engaging that upper back. And our hips have dropped down here. Perfect. Now our workload time frame is going to be only 30 seconds today. Okay, 30 seconds. We're going to be working through a few sets, and then we're going to be repeating those and making it nice and intense. So stick with me. Don't be afraid to rest. Give me 4 more here, and 3, and tight, and 2, and 1. Now those hands are going to come to the thighs. Fingers down, heel of the hand into that inner thigh. Drop the shoulders right here. Look over the shoulder as you get to each side. So there'll be planking involved in each of our circuits. Breath in and breath out. So we're going to have our first 2 sets longer than our last set. So think of once you get through 1 and 2, that last set is just going to be shorter and it's going to take us home. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come in and roll up here. Shoulders up, back, and down. Do that again. Bring those legs in. And then we're going to take the hands behind the hips, open the chest, drop the shoulders back and down. So right now is springtime, and summer is right around the corner. So we start wearing short sleeves and tank tops, and want our shoulders to look as strong as possible, right? Arms out front, upper back stretch. Tuck those hips under, engage those glutes. Expand as much as you can through that upper back and that rib cage. Then we're going to open right here and release. So we should feel warmed and ready to go. Our first move, picking up 1 weight at each hand, is going to be holding back into lunge. So I'm going to take my right leg back. I'm going to drop down. I'm going to bend my arms 90 degrees. We're going to hold here and we're going to lift lateral raises for 30 seconds. And just like that, we have started. Back heel elevated, front heel pressing down. Chest is high. Holding at the lowest you can hold. 15 seconds already. Now think of chest high, shoulders back, shoulders down. Good, abs in tight. Now you're going to come in tall, knees soft, overhead presses right here. 30 seconds has went through the clock already. Heading in here. Think of that exhale on the up. If you fatigue, you can alternate your arms at any time. Should feel challenge. Tightening those glutes as you go up. Keep your knees soft and heels back into the floor. Now we're going to come back with that left leg. Drop in low and lateral raise. Here we go. Up and down. Up and down. Feel that back knee fall. Keep that chest up there. Nice. See how stable you are. Super still. Yeah, super strong. All right, one more. You're going to come up, soft knees, overhead press right here. And breath out. So if you fatigue, alternate those arms right here. Press up, down. Got to focus on you and where you're at in your strength level and in your training of your shoulders. All right, we're going to be going down into plank. And 2, one more lift right here. Press and release. All right, so you're going to come down. We're going to get into plank. We are going to be on our elbows. We're going to have our feet somewhat wide. So if you have yourself on your mat, think about your knees opened out and your feet out to the corners of the mat. Come down to those elbows. Now I want you to retract your shoulders here. Engage that upper back. Pop up to those toes. Look over your right shoulder and pull the knee in, then the left, then the right. Staying flat and long. One knee can be down as the other comes in. So if you need to modify, this is a great one right here. So knees or toes. It's only 30 seconds. Look over the shoulder of that incoming leg. Last 2, last 1. Now you're going to come onto one elbow, lengthen that arm. We're going to do arm circles right here. Now that bottom knee can be down or it can lift off the floor. Arm circle, focus on lifting up, over, down. Perfect. Now we got 15 seconds on this side, left here, and then we're going to switch and I'll have my back side towards you, and we're going to go on to the other side. Remember, the knee can come down at any time. Feeling those obliques. Let's switch to the other side. Arm elevating to the ceiling, all the way above the head, and then back out toward the hip. Elevate. Lifting up from that shoulder joint out to those fingers. Breath out. All right. And 2, and 1. Now come down to those knees. Stretch back right here for me. Now you're going to come in, and you're going to come back to the toes and roll up here. And we're going to grab those weights again. You're going to repeat that. Grabbing both. You're going to have that right leg step back, up on those tippy toes, wiggle it back, drop down that knee, front knee right at that angle, 90 degrees, legs and arms. Here we go. Round 2. Here we go. Repeating, feeling the load. Extra on that second round. So just keep focusing on form, tight and strong as you lift, controlling the down. Back knee dropped, front heel down. All right, that was 30 seconds. Step in, overhead press, soft knees. So planking, working those shoulders, those backs, and those abs. So we come back to that weighted work after planking. You feel the challenge, don't you? I love it. Come on. Think of what you want your shoulders to look like. How you want them to feel when you pick up something. One more. Now drop back that left leg. 90 degrees legs, 90 degree arms. Let's go. Up. Chest is high. Alternate if needed. Remember that alternating trick where you're still at work. 10 seconds. Legs are stable and strong. Yes. I told you we'd get a little leg work in, didn't I? Now come up, overhead press. Here we go, soft knees. Push into the floor with your heels. Tighten up those glutes. Exhale at the top. Come on. How about if I say 10 seconds? Can you do it? Up we go. You're at 5. One more, we'll take you there. Right there, bring it in, drop it down. We're coming down to the mat. Remember, you're on your elbows. We have wide knee pull. So let's just have those knees just a little wide. Remember, you can do it knees or toes. We're gonna pop up right here and pull in. In, look over the shoulder. Turning that head. Here we go. Remember that knee can be down, and then we pull one at a time, just like that. 10 seconds. And we have our side plank. Who's feeling shoulders? Stay flat for me. Last one. Knee down, side plank, circles. Option for the knee to be on the floor. Lift up and over to your hip. Feel your hand hit your leg. Boom. And boom. Yes. Woo. Lifting tall through that chest. That's it. Feel those hips staying elevated. Almost there. One more circle. Other side. Let's go. Long arm. This is going to finish this round. I hope this first round challenged you. Power that lift up. 3, 2, and 1. Knees down, walk back, and stretch and release. Foreheads down. Coming into all fours, tuck those hips under, round those backs, and then release. Lengthen there. Now tuck it under one more time right here. Tuck under, tops of the heads down, and release. Now we're going to go back to those toes, heels down and roll up, and roll out those shoulders. So before we start that next round, hands behind the hips, open the chest, drop the shoulders. All right, a nice good release here. Okay, now our next round is going to be in plie. So I mentioned before, we're going to have those legs holding stable, isometric work. So we're going to take our legs extra wide, turn those toes out, weight one in each hand. You got 90-degree arms. We're going to slowly lower those hips down right here. Feel the pressure in the heels, knees turned up, and you're going to go one left and one right. Here we go, round 2. Forward, press, you got that alternating, press, and then you also have that pull, that retraction. Now if you fatigue, do one out at a time. So options there. You're more than halfway already. Breath in, breath out. Come on, you got it. Now come in, you're gonna go rear delt, chins in, and lift. Now slowly lower. Now if you fatigue, one arm at a time. Stable, feet push down, abs pull in. Breath out, in. Come on, you got this. Last one. Now you're gonna come in, you're gonna drop down, alternate again. Here we go. Do you feel it? Oh, it's getting tougher, tougher. More than halfway. Breath in, breath out. Come on. Forward, forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come in. Rear delt. Back. Get that exhale. Making sure that upper body stays nice and stable. You're more than halfway. Plank is next. Now after that first round, those shoulders have fatigued. So we're doing our best. Come up and release. All right. Now this time you're going to come down. You're actually going to be on your hands. If you feel you have issues with your wrist, you can always go down onto those elbows, okay? But we're going to be in high plank here. So let's come on down. Let's build that form. So wrist right under shoulders right here. Now you can be on your knees a little wider than hips, or on your toes. Right arm's going to circle right here. Now this time, we're trying to keep the hips down. Tighten up your right quad. Trying to not get the hips to shift as we circle. Keeping that hand right under the shoulder. Always check and make sure you have that vertical positioning. Now we're going to switch out. Left and up and over. Now squeeze the left quads tight. Got that right glute tight. Extra tight. Breath in and breath out. How we doing? Are we good? You can do this. Last one. And hold it here. So good, you guys. Now, feet are gonna come in hip distance. We're gonna go left to right. Taking those hips into a big rainbow. Going up to the toes, letting the hips fall to the right, to the left. Lift up to the toes. Feel the back staying flat, body staying long. You are almost there. Last two. Last one. And bring those knees down and stretch back. Now think about what you just did. How good you feel right now, right? We have to stay positive. We feel good. We're challenging our body. 1 foot forward, stand up. All right, just gonna get some water. We're gonna grab those weights and we're gonna start again with those forward extensions, alternating. And we're down in plie. All right, so legs nice and wide. We're gonna take those knees, open them out as our hips lower right here. Good, arms in that 90-degree angle right here. Keep the hips dropped. We're gonna go left arm, right arm. Let's begin. Here we go. Breath in, breath out. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. You're doing great. Here we go. Feel the front of that shoulder. Anterior deltoid. Got that power. All right. Get ready to bring the legs in together. Now, in together, hinge back, rear delt. Alternate. Try not to go above the shoulders here. Out. Knuckles lead. Control that down. You're halfway in. You're doing fabulous. Say, I'm doing fabulous. I'm strong. I'm fit. I'm trying to be fitter. And last one. Come up tall. Drop in, right arm, left arm. Feel the core being challenged here. So I mentioned we have lots of shoulders, some legs, and then power in the core today. One at a time. Hopefully you're feeling lots of challenge here, that you have the right weight. 5 seconds. One more. And bring it in. Hinge back. Let's go. Out. Keep the hips back. Now think of your glutes squeezing when you lift. So abs in, glutes tight. Abs and glutes tight. Breath out. Come on. 5 seconds left. You can do it. One more lift. And come up. We're dropping down. Remember, it's that high plank or option for those elbows to drop. Come down. Take those hands right under those shoulders. Now we're going to open those feet out. Elevate. Now it's going to be right arm only. Here we go. So think of the right quad right here. Now that hand doesn't have to touch. Try to keep the hips from shifting, so feel stillness in those legs. How we doing? Last one, and change arms. Now I do this one alternating often, so this is very challenging, doing the same side. Yes. I love it. Prepare. Got that lift. You're halfway in. Left quad's tight. 2 and 1. All right, stretch back if you need it. All right, we're right here. Scissor the feet, and then come up and over. Hips drop. Up, over, hips drop. Feel those obliques in training. Transverse abdominis. Think of right under that belly button. How many layers are at work? This is your finish from our 2 long rounds. Yes. Shoulders back. Chest out. Got 2 more. 1 more. And then bring those knees down and stretch back. Foreheads down. All right, so I want you to take a quick break. Come up, take your hands behind your hips and open. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna preview what we're gonna do here on the floor. So when we get here, you'll know exactly what to do. So we're gonna have our wrists right under those shoulders, maybe slightly wider. You can do this on your knees or on your toes. You're gonna give me a Renegade Row, and then you're gonna go down and up into tricep extension, or tricep press, I should say. Coming down and up, and then back into that row. So remember, it can be on our knees or on our toes. Make sure your knees, or if you're on your toes, are somewhat wide. All right, come on up. Now, we're gonna start with both weights. If you fatigue, drop one real quick and continue with both. So our move is gonna be with our weights together right in front of that chest. And then we're gonna do a little diagonal press. Tight glutes. Here we go. Up, down, up, down, up, down. So remember, you can always switch to single. Drop one weight. Make sure the knees are soft, glutes extra tight. You're halfway already. Up. Weights at your chest, then angled up from there. Take your time, prepare, press, prepare, press. Last one. Now we're gonna go 90 right here. You're gonna go up, lateral raise, rotate, back down, release. 1, 2, 3, watch me. Side view. vertical, horizontal, horizontal, vertical, horizontal. Yes, tight, strong. I know. This is our last round, and we only have 30 seconds right here. And we're gonna come down. I told you it was gonna be quick. We're gonna come to those knees out wide, shoulders retracted. Here we go, Renegade Row. Tricep coming down, pressing up. Renegade Row. Coming down, tight quads. If you're on your toes. And row. Here we go. Down, up. No, it's only 30 seconds, right? And you're on your last set. Last circuit. Working our way through. And down. And up. You got one more. Make sure it's tough. Here we go. Down and up, release. Foreheads down. Didn't that go quick? Yes? Grab those weights, one foot out, and come to standing. All right, we got our angled dumbbell press. All right, in 5 seconds. So soften the knees, tighten the glutes. Last round, here we go, out, out. Feel the abs, tighten them. Prepare, press. Tighten up the glutes. Here we go. You have 10 seconds. Make it happen. Don't go without squeezing the glutes first. One more. 90 degrees. And rotate and down. So heavy for me. I hope it's heavy for you. Soft knees. We worked it. 15 seconds. And down. We got one more in ya. One more. Oh yeah. And down. How about 30 last seconds? Yes. Let's come on down. So I'm gonna come down. I'm gonna walk back. Remember, the knees can be wide. Let's do it right here. Renegade Row. And press. Tight quads. Tight abs. Body flat. Woo! Look at that strong plank. Look at that strong plank. Holding for the rows, then dropping and lifting. You got this. It's gonna be our last one. Come down and come up and stretch back here. Oh my gosh. So excited. I hope you know that you stuck it out with me. Upper back stretch here. Lift those arms up. Drop that left arm. Right arm's gonna come overhead. So I hope you felt your strength coming out today. And release. Other arm comes up. And drop that shoulder. If you did not feel a struggle on that second set, in each of those rounds, then you know you can go heavier. Maybe you were just playing it safe, and now you know. Roll the shoulders right there. Perfect. Now you're gonna take your right leg out front, and then that left arm's gonna come up and back. And last one, come all the way up. Give me a side release here. Again. But this time, as you squeeze that left glute, you can feel that hip flexor stretch right there too. And release. And change sides for me. Take that left leg out, lean forward, and let's lengthen that arm. Swing it. Should feel great. While it's warm, work on that mobility training. And come all the way up here. Oh yes, bend that arm and then give me that side release. Now squeeze that right glute, keep it tight, and feel all that length in that rib cage right there. And release. You're going to take that foot down. We're going to stand up again, and you're going to take that left arm across. Hook that right up and into it. Tilt your head slightly to that right side. Oh, keep squeezing that forearm in. Feel those shoulders. And release. Right arm comes across, left arm comes up, hooks it in, and we squeeze tight. Try not to be on the joint as best as you can, and hug. Let that right shoulder feel heavy. Head's off to that left side. All right, we're gonna release. You're gonna take that right hand, grab your wrist, bring the arm across, bring that right elbow back, and then try to just get a gentle pull here. Nothing out of the socket. And other side. And lengthen. And that's going to do it for our training today. Open those arms, pull those elbows back. Give me a like, give me a share. And subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Do you know someone that would love to work out with me? Let them know about it. Share it with a friend. And then that's going to do it for today's training. We got our shoulders done. So much core, and we touched into those legs too. So I hope you have a great day, and I hope to see you again soon for another workout here with April.